Just about ready. Lights on. They're away.
Toni Street, the media personality, joins us now. Toni, are you flattered to know that a horse is going to be named after you?
I'm not just flattered. I think this is one of the best moments of my life. I mean, what better than to have a tribute like a horse being named after you? And I just want to do everything I can to make this horse go well.
Toni Street just sort of floating around in fourth, getting up to them now.
You know your way around a horse?
I wouldn't say I'm an expert, but as a young girl, I used to go to the raceway in New Plymouth with my grandparents because they used to sell the race books. So I used to sit with them. They were massively into the horses. So I would go through and I would look at all the odds with my grandparents, sell people their race books and their pens. So I feel like I've been around the circuit. So I'm hoping the information just permeates into me by association.
Toni Street gets on the charge. Heads around them with Maurice McKendry and whips around and takes up the lead.
How would you expect a horse named Toni Street to be like? What would you expect its characteristics to be?
Oh, I would think a Toni Street horse would have a bit of grit, a bit of determination. It'd be a horse that you'd never count out for the entire race because they could just come through at the end. Relatively young, fit, strong horse. Yeah, and just never count this horse out because it could always come back in the final straight.
Toni Street is now the leader. Running second, Colin Bromack, and then Montana Storm, followed by No Added Sugar. The Sportsman is last of all.
They may have the experience, but both of them are a little long in the tooth now. I've got a good 10 years on them. So this is the new young kid on the block. Exciting. You never know what you could expect. And I hear that Jeremy Wells and Hilary Barry have been a little bit disappointing, to be honest. So I don't see them as a major threat.
Well, neither of them won a race and one of them got shipped off to the US. So that doesn't look good, does it?
There you go. So it's not going to be hard to beat them, is it? I think they should be worried.
Can you imagine bragging rights being up here? Is it going to be a bit of banter in the office?
Well, I tell you what, I've got a few 7 sharp shifts coming up. I've got a couple in August, one in September, I've got a week in October. So the moment my horse runs and actually places, it's going to be on the national news.
Toni Street, No Added Sugar. Colin Bromack up the inside, coming down to the wire. Tony's in. Toni Street got it by a narrow margin.
Have you got any plans to go and meet the horse in person just to see what your namesake's like?
Absolutely. You can't have a horse named after you and not go and meet the horse. We should be kindred spirits, and I want to make sure there's a connection because if I can, give any of my positive vibes onto this horse, onto the Toni Street horse, then I will. So I'm really looking forward to meeting my horse, and I actually might even bring some of my radio colleagues with me so we can all go and document this momentous occasion.
Part of the journey. The journey is underway. Toni Street, thank you very much for your time. We look forward to checking on its progress in the weeks and months ahead.
Go Toni Street.